Don't skip this intro, don't you dare. We got a lot of important stuff to talk about before we get into the reaction. But welcome to One Piece. This is episodes 890, 891, 892, 893, and 894. That's right. So this is the first thing we're going over today. We are doing 5 episodes in this video. This isn't going to be a regular thing. Don't get excited. It's just for this video. But I'll tell you the reason. There's a few reasons that I'm doing this for this video particularly, and I'll go from least important reason to most important reason, the biggest reason that I'm doing it. Least important reason is because we're starting Wano today. Not that that's not important, but that's not me starting an arc. I don't normally do extra videos for that, but you know, we're starting a new arc. I feel like it's cool to like get the hype going, like get really into it. The second reason, and the middling important reason, is because since we just did the Reverie, and the Reverie had like a bunch of recap in those episodes, I feel like it's sort of like making up for that. We get a little bit extra in this video for the fact that we got a little less in the previous videos. But here's the number one reason. The number one reason is because episodes 895 and 896 are both filler episodes. So if I did 4 episodes in this video, we'd get up to 893, and then 894 would be in the next video, and then there'd be 2 filler, which I would skip, and then we'd get to 897, 898, and it's like, it just was a little too annoying. I prefer to like finish right before filler, if I can, so yeah, I decided not to do that. I decided instead, we're just gonna start the arc with 5 episodes. So that's the first order of business. We're not done. We're not done with our orders of business. Second order of business, this is coming from Veritas, who is our resident One Piece guy on this channel. He told me that episode 907, which we're doing next week, it's the second video next week. I don't know when this is being posted on YouTube, but it's in like 3 videos time, essentially. That is a filler episode technically, but I think he said that it would kind of be worth reacting to anyway. So that 907 will probably be a part of that video anyway. So we will technically have a filler in that video. I don't know what to expect from it, but that will be there. Next order of business, I believe next video we will be watching a video that's like for the 20th anniversary or something like that. I've been given a link to it. I could have done it in this video, but since we're already doing 5 episodes, and as well as the song that we're going to do at the end of the video and everything else that we're going through, I thought it's probably best to save that for next video. So hopefully, if I remember next video, I will do whatever that video is going to be. And here's the final major point of order, but this one is a big one. So this was another suggestion from Veritas, and this is something that, like, I don't know if this is something that other, like, he said he was kind of inspired by, hang on, let me actually... Yeah, so he said he was inspired by other fans as well as the skits that I do. So I normally do skits to predict what's going to happen in each major arc. And I have, if you're watching this on YouTube, there's probably already a Wano skit up. If you're watching this on Patreon, there isn't. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've written it. So I already do kind of make predictions, but he gave me the idea to actually make a bingo card of the predictions. And so I make essentially 25 predictions, randomize them, chuck them into a bingo card. I've done that for you, so we're gonna go over that before we start the video today, because these are things for the arc. If these things happen in the arc, we mark them off. We see if we get bingo by the end of the arc. Now, this bingo card is gonna be a combination of like some stupid stuff, some maybe legitimate predictions. I really didn't, it's tough to come up with this many predictions, but we did it. So here we go, showing off the bingo card now. So we're gonna go over them real quick, one by one. So starting at the top left, we got a unicorn devil fruit. I just think like they've got a bunch of like mythical devil fruit type things, right? And so I just think, you know, a unicorn kind of makes sense. Second one, Zoro gets drunk at a bad time. Look, we're going to a Japanese inspired place. I feel like he's gonna get drunk and it's gonna be like screw him or us over. Third one, Kaido's crew betrays him. I'm just looking for like one person on his crew to like be won over by the Straw Hats, and you know, in the same way that like I guess Violet did in in Doflamingo, with Doflamingo. G is we work together with the government / an admiral. So if an admiral shows up on the island and we have to like work together, I guess same thing as like Fujitora, that type of thing, but maybe on a bigger scale. This one, Kaido has had kids with Big Mom. I don't think this has been like confirmed yet, but they've alluded to there's like a connection between those two characters. And this was in my skit prediction video, this thing, but I'm just putting it on the bingo card as well. Okay, next line. A straw hat loses a limb. It can be any straw hat. It can be any limb. But if someone loses a leg or an arm or whatever, I'm counting it even if Brook has an arm fly off and he just puts it back on or whatever and drinks some milk. It still counts. Next up, Major Gold Roger Law. I feel like it needs to be, you know, like some sort of pretty significant lore. One after that, intensely emotional song from Brook. I feel like Brook's had a lot of like silly songs and stuff, but sometimes he can whip out some emotional stuff. I feel like it's gonna come up. Next one, new character in Kaido's backstory makes me cry. I feel like there is gonna be a Kaido backstory. I was gonna put that in, but then I thought that's too simple. So instead, let's go a little more vague with it. A character in Kaido's backstory that isn't in the regular show normally. But that ends up making me cry. I feel like they do that a decent amount. Stuff like Corazon is a good example of that. Or Fisher Tiger, you know, like these are characters that are new to the backstory, but also make me cry. Jinbei is forced to leave the crew or dies. Originally it was just forced to leave the crew, but then I was like, but I mean, would that technically count if he died? would I count that? So instead I just like specified it. I don't think he's gonna die, but I think it's possible they like force him to leave the crew again and he has to come back later in the show. Next one. Usopp pulls off a lie directly to Kaido or important crew. So like if he like lies to someone really, really high up on Kaido's line, then and they believe it and it like really helps us out, I think that's a win. Next one, Big Mom fights Kaido. They've kind of been setting up that they have, you know, tension there. Whether there's going to be a direct fight there or not, I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing. Middle square is the free space. That's Gear 5. Obviously, since we all know that, not we all, but at the very least, I know that Gear 5 is in this arc. I just put it in the middle, and that was a suggestion from Veritas as well. But I actually didn't read that part of the message from Veritas. I put it there first, and then I went back and like read the message again, and I went, oh, he already suggested that. Next one. Brook actually sees panties. He asks to see them and someone actually shows them to him. Next one, someone fails to seduce Luffy. I just feel like that in this arc, you know, there's gonna be like, I bet you there's gonna be like a red light district or something and someone's gonna be trying to seduce Luffy. Next one, Dog Storm or Cat Viper Sulong form. I just think they've set this up, so it makes a lot of sense. Next one, someone, not Kaido, is the perfect counter to Gear 4. I imagine Kaido is going to counter Gear 4. That's kind of a given. But someone else in the arc ends up being a great counter to Gear 4. I don't know, like, if that means that Luffy's going to have to do something else, or if that means that that someone else has to fight against that person. But I just feel like that would come up. This one, their local law enforcement tried to detain us, so I just think there's going to be some, you know, because Wano is supposed to be like not part of the world government type thing technically. I imagine they have their own sort of governing stuff, and I imagine they're going to get in our way, in the same way that like Skype are the white berets or whatever. Next one, Frankie is powered by a new drink, sake. I just think if it's Japanese inspired, kind of makes sense. Next one, Robin wears glasses again. Self-explanatory. I want her to wear glasses. That can either be sunglasses or regular eyeglasses. Next, Shanks arrived but doesn't meet Luffy. Self-explanatory. Next, Zoro fights swordsman villain. It's like a very basic guess, but like I'm specifically gonna see if he goes up against the swordsman. Next, Sanji meets another woman who likes him back. I mean, right now we had Dressrosa where he met a woman who liked him back, and then we had Whole Cake Island where he met a woman that liked him back. Let's see if we can get 3 in a row. Next, Nami, fully naked. I wrote it like it's an attack that she does, but really I'm just looking for a scene where she is like fully 100% naked in this arc. Next, Chopper dies or seems dead. That was kind of from my prediction video as well. but I don't know. Like, let's just see if Chopper is like so fucking defeated that it seems like he legitimately is dead. Anyway, So I know that took a while to go through, but I think it's important to set that up at the start of this arc so that if any of that stuff pops up, hopefully if I notice it, I'll mark it off on the bingo card. If I don't notice any of this stuff happening, just let me know in the comments, and hopefully by the next video I will mark it off on the bingo card. Let's see if by the end of this arc we get bingo. I don't know. Okay. This was a lot of an intro. I was even speeding through that, and this is a long intro. So yeah, we're gonna be jumping into these episodes. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video to get also to do the music reaction as well. We'll be doing a song from the One Piece album as we always do. And if you're new to the channel, hi and welcome. I'm sorry for the long intro. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reactions and early access. You can get the next 3 or 4 weeks of One Piece reactions on there right now. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. Let's jump into this. This is One Piece episode 890. One Piece, woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. I don't know if there's going to be much recap, but if you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's Cube. It's a Rubik's Cube that we do while the recap is going on, and the goal is to beat the recap. Okay, there's 0 recap. I saw Marco there. This episode is going to be called Marco Returns. The Whitebeard Pirates something. New world. Well, that's vague. Look at this cat and dog working together. Mink Tribe Guardians. He's also fucking just awesome. He's just one of the coolest characters in One Piece. Yeah, you gotta worry about the people. That's not true, I don't think. When he gets mad, yeah, maybe. Aw, look at this place. It's a fucking thing from Impel Down. Oh, look at you, Marco. Looking fancy. Oh, this is cute. Flames of Restoration. Okay. Oh, I guess because he's a phoenix, right? If you're a phoenix, you can like restore. That's like what a phoenix does. Revives. Aw, this is cute. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, trust me, I know. He was one of the coolest parts of the most badass arc in the show. After reading the Ace like novel as well, I'm even more attached to these motherfuckers. I know this is all recap and I can skip this, but this is also a chance for me to rest. And I like these scenes. Man, I miss Whitebeard so much. He's so badass. God damn. Watching Whitebeard die again is rough. I love that man. Okay, maybe I can skip this. No, actually, it's short. We'll won't bother. It's Nekomamashi! Everyone needs shit from him. He helped them make up. That's so fucked. Interesting. Wow. Aww. That may be true. The Grudge War. Jesus, dude. That's scary. They were no match for him at all. Aww. Yeah, he cared about sending the money to the people who needed it. That's really sweet. Such a simple detail, but adds a lot to the character. Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting about Weevil. He's just such a weird character. He doesn't stick in my head. So it's possible. No. Take down Kaido. Oh, he wasn't expecting that. I thought he would have expected that because we're going to Wano. Yep. Yes, we are. Okay, fun, nice episode. I mean, we're still in like the recap phase of the show, which makes sense. I didn't skip the recap this time. I actually watched the whole thing, mostly because I wanted to kind of see those scenes again, just to one, like, remind myself of what happened there, but two, because since I've like read the Ace novel, like the Ace's backstory novel, I have more information about them now. I kind of know that story a bit deeper, and so it was nice to see those scenes again and fill in the blanks in my head of stuff that I may have forgotten. So and also I feel like those scenes specifically are so important for stuff going forward. I mean, Blackbeard has really been set up as like, he genuinely could be like the final boss of One Piece. He could be like literally end game, the final thing that we face. It could be a lot of things. Like, the cool thing is, like, I feel like Oda would have earned like kind of whatever he sets up as the final boss. Blackbeard feels like the strongest candidate, but you could also genuinely say, like, you know, Shanks could be the final boss. Like, in that sort of, like, you deal with Blackbeard, but then there's one more thing you got to deal with, and it's seeing if you can beat Shanks. Or, you know, he could introduce a final boss later in the show that's still a final boss. Or it could be like Akainu, you know, like Akainu's the one who killed Ace. He could be the final boss. You could say Smoker is the final boss, since he was like one of the first major rivals that has been chasing us this whole time. That could be that, you know? You could say Garp is the final boss, since there's like family connection there, or Dragon's the final boss, since there's family, you know? Like, there's so many things you could do and Kobe, like, you could do so many things, and I would be like, you know what? That makes sense. The story's been set up that way. It is there. But like, my major guess obviously would be Blackbeard. It feels like he's the one set up the strongest as like a major BBEG energy. But still, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so those scenes are very important, I feel like, to keep in mind going into this next arc. But yeah, this was a nice episode. Just seeing Marco again, hearing him talk about how he's like trying to take care of this village now because it was Whitebeard's home. He considered it his home, and he like the village is clearly what he cared about a lot. So I liked that. And yeah, they like reminded us again of Weevil, who I keep forgetting exists. We've only seen him like twice. And he hasn't interacted with any of the main characters really yet. So that's like probably another reason that it's not sticking in my head. But also I just feel like he's just such a strange character. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's such an odd character to be on the Warlords. But, you know, like Gecko Mori is a weird character. So it's not like out of the question. It's just like I feel like the Warlords have generally had like a certain aura to them that like Weevil obviously purposefully doesn't have, you know, like he's supposed to look like an idiot, you know, and act like a little like brat, like a dumb brat, because he's being like controlled by his mother, you know. So I think it's a good character concept. I just am curious what his role in the show is going to be and how important I'm going to find him in like 300 episodes time, you know? So, yeah, anyway, I think we're just going to move right along to episode 891 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, there's no recap Rubik's, there's no intro today, there was Luffy on screen. This episode is going to be called Arrival. Luffy meets up with the rest of the Straw Hats. Damn right we are. Big Mom and Kaido. Oh, what are you wearing, Nami? And Wimpy Hoshi. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good job giving her props. She is in such a good mood. Yay! Your best friend! Nami's gonna snap your neck. Oh my god, Saji. Yeah, she's looking great. Oh yeah, Brooke, you don't know her? I wonder how Vivi would react to that. Yep, yep. Good stuff. Sanji, you're almost married. Kind of. You know a lot of important figures. What? Are all... I was about to say, are all talking about you. But actually, they're all talking about Luffy. Hmm? Oh, yeah, Korea? It's his family. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's so cute. Hey, let him do it. Did he cut out all the pictures of the women? Well, then get the pieces back. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't want to wait. Is this stuff I gotta skip? Yes, I'm gonna skip a little bit. Not that much. We're just skipping to 9:56. Clicking play in 3, 2, 1, go. The fuck is this octopus guy? Is this gonna be like a character? It looks like it's got a design. Like it's gonna be like a character that can talk and... Mm-hmm. Gonna be a huge storm. Mm-hmm. Nami looks really pretty when the wind is blowing her hair. What the fuck is that? I like how it just like gave him a reaction shot. That's really funny. And we haven't even commented on it. Like, he's just there. Mm-hmm. I trust whatever Nami decides. Maybe we should ask this weird octopus guy. Yep, here we go. Here we go. It's a whole character. Well, I want to know about the octopus. Oh my god, this is so weird. What's the deal? Is he here to help? Are they here to help? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, Carrot was just like, oh. I love that Carrot just loves it. It's cute. What's happening? So is this octopus controlling these fish? Great. Oh my god. Careful, Luffy. Oh my god. Imagine if this was how he died. Yeah, assign responsibility. Maybe that's true. Whoa! What a gorgeous shot! Out of nowhere! I mean, they've been animating the waves really well in this episode. Whoa! Look at this art style. This is so cool. 3D waves. Holy shit, dude! I love the color of the water. And this music's very cool as well. This is a really interesting introduction to the arc. Yeah, that's weird. It's like another reverse mountain. So the water's coming from behind and the water's coming from above. It just stops you between it. Uh-huh. How do you get up there, though? Oh, she looks so pretty right now. Oh, is this how we get up there? Can the fish help us? The music is fucking incredible right now. Look how excited Carrot is. Damn, the animation in this episode is fucking great. Oh my god, here we go. Hey, it makes sense, do it. Oh my god, he's pulling the whole ship. Look at the animation. Holy shit. This is a gorgeous episode. Who the fuck directed it? Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Great job, Luffy. It's really funny. Ah! Crazy that Luffy isn't at all afraid of whirlpools when wasn't that what fucked up his first ship or whatever? Oh my god! Nami learned to use shave just to just to punch Luffy. Oh my god. Oh, he's looking at the Korea picture. Oh. Okay, now he's scared of it. I don't know, what if this is a secret entrance? You go down and you fall into Wano. Oh lord, that's not good. Damn, man. Okay, what a great episode. I almost skipped this discussion. I almost didn't do it because I paused the episode after it was done, and then was like looking at something, you know, related to my videos. I was just like looking at stuff on my schedule and stuff. And then afterwards I was like, okay, I guess we gotta get back to recording the video. And I almost just went right to episode 892 without discussing. Which is dumb because I want to discuss this episode because there's the main thing that I want to talk about is this episode is fucking gorgeous. This episode looked really, really nice. It was an episode that I very well could have found like kind of boring-ish, you know? I mean, the good thing about it is it's like, you know, this is where Nami shines. This is her doing her shit, right? But at the same time, you know, the sailing episodes are never really my favorite episodes. I don't find, you know, them fighting against weather to be particularly interesting normally. Like, it's just a personal preference for me, you know? Like, if you watch my videos, you know I love characters and I love character work. And so because of that, the stuff that I like most is when it's characters versus characters. But whenever it's characters versus animals or characters versus environment, I'm less interested. It doesn't mean it's not good or really well done. And there's certainly people who way prefer stuff like this. You know, I definitely know of some people who when One Piece does more exploration stuff like this and like expands out the world and the actual sailing aspects of it, they go like, finally, this is what the series needs more of. But for me, I'm like, I'd be okay if they just like get on the ship and then we cut forward to when they arrive. We don't like, I mean, I like the ship dynamics and stuff, but I don't need to watch them in the ocean going against sea beasts or whatever. Yeah, anyway, so this could have been like an episode that I didn't care much about, but the direction of the episode made that not the case. And I actually really loved this episode just because it had great music. It had like really nice art style to it. And the animation was great. I just like, I mean, to me, you can kind of tell how well they're drawing it by just looking at screenshots of Nami. Like, if you look at Nami in this episode, she's fucking gorgeous. Like, they do a real, like, and I feel like, you know, basically every time that she's on the screen, like, I think this shot was one, yeah, I loved this shot. I think she looks great here, you know? And, like, I think I have, there's something that, someone said at some point, which is that, like, post-time skip Nami tends to be drawn like off model a lot, and like so she looks a little goofy a lot. And like, I'm a huge Nami fan and I will simp over her every second I get, but I kind of get where they're coming from on that. There have been like, especially early post-time skip, I did see quite a lot of moments where it did feel like I remember Fishman Island. There were several times in Fishman Island where I was watching it and I was going like, Nami looks very weird in these shots. Like, they're drawing her very strange and I don't know why. And it's not the design's fault. Like, I don't think it's Nami post time skip has a bad design. I think she's got a gorgeous design post time skip, but they were just like they just were drawing her slightly off model quite a lot. But I feel like that's improved more and more. I think in Whole Cake Island she looked great like the whole time, and then and now, I mean, this episode, like, that she, like, it's not her outfit. Her outfit, you know, I could take or leave this outfit. I think it's like kind of a weird color on her, but the actual like drawing of her model is amazing. It was like some of the best it's been in ages, I feel like. So so I love it. I absolutely love it. And I mean, I'm really excited to get to, like, you know, Egghead Nami, because that design is awesome, I think, and I hope it looks more like this drawing of Nami. I hope, like, we get that version of you know, the artistry on her expressions and stuff with that costume design. That would be amazing. Anyway, we've been talking about Nami. What I'm trying to talk about is the animation of the episode, which is amazing. Like the waves, I think the waves were a big thing, where it's like whenever they showed the water, I was like actually kind of engaged while they were showing shots of the water because it looked really nice. It felt like they were going for, I mean, appropriately, like a Japanese inspired like artistry, where it's like, it reminds me of, what's the painting, like the Great Wave or whatever, you know, that famous painting. Look it up, motherfuckers, if you're not educated. That you know, that painting reminded me a lot of, or this reminded me a lot of that painting. So yeah, I like that, and I like that they've got sort of like koi fish that they were holding on to and stuff. Like, they're right away, and the music was obviously very Japanese. Like, they have like really hammering home this like traditional Japanese aesthetic and theming, which is cool. Like, I think I'm like, what I've been vaguely worried about, and I talked about this ages ago, was traditional Japanese aesthetic isn't necessarily something I'm a huge fan of. I don't hate it, but like, it tends to be something I'm less interested in. Like, my aesthetic is Water 7. Look at Water 7 and like almost everything that Water 7 did. It's like that is what I absolutely adore. Even kind of Dressrosa. I think Dressrosa's aesthetic is something I really like as well. Where it's like, you know, kind of, it's like, I like the more modern looks and feel to it. And also just like, you know, popping, like color popping out and all of that, right? But, you know, if you're going to do like this traditional Japanese aesthetic, like, I want to see them do it in a really interesting way and in a very One Piece way. So I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to, you know, seeing the characters in like kimonos and stuff. I know that they're gonna be wearing stuff like that, so I'm excited to see those costume designs. And I feel like the character designs of this arc could be really good. I already know like at least 1 or 2 characters that's gonna be in this arc, but other than that, I really, like, I'll tell you when I know characters that are popping up. Other than that, I really don't know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's interesting. In this or the last episode, they talked about how Wano is like, you know, a very mysterious land. And it's like really nice, I feel like, that they've kind of talked about Wano a lot throughout the series, but they've like never given us like real information on it. You know, like it feels like I don't know what, like the only reason I know what to expect from Wano is because the show's been on and people have talked about it, and I've seen screenshots from people posting and stuff. But like, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for the rest of the community, and if I was watching this live, I would have no idea what to expect going into Wano. And I think that's really cool that, you know, you set up this mystery land and it truly is like a mystery to us. It's great. Anyway, also, I really love that Carrot is still here. I just want to like bring that up, where it's like Carrot is like, she's like kind of one of the crew a little bit. I don't think she's going to be sticking around past this arc. I think once this arc is over, and the Zoe people are going back to Zoe. I think she's going to be going with them. But I've just liked having her on board, and I like that, you know, that we've continued to have her involved in all this stuff. It's very cute. So yeah, let's move on to the next episode. This is episode 892 of One Piece. Here we go. Oh, new OP. I'm only gonna half look at it. Oh my god. Holy shit! Land of WANO ARC. Oh my god, this might be a goated OP. I can't look much. Oh, but I saw the Nami. I saw this Nami. This Nami right here. Wait! Is this what's his name? Kitani or whatever? The We Are guy. This is a great song. I'm not looking at the visuals because there's so much going on. Oh my god. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god. I truly think this is one of One Piece's best OPs so far. Oh, the visuals seem insane from the corner of my eye. Wow, man. That was incredible. That was a great OP. Okay, recap Rubik's. Time to do a recap Rubik's. Let's do it. Okay, that's how far I got in the cube. This episode is gonna be called the fucking, I don't know. Arrival at Wano, the Straw Hat reunion. Okay, dude, what are you doing? He sounds like the yo-yo guy from Ennis Lobby. Whoa. We're getting new character introductions. Oh shit. Women introductions? Hell yeah, dude. Oh, the song is great. Wow. Beautiful design for a city. Oh, it's going off. Zoro, I imagine. Or someone else with moss head hair. Yep, it's Zoro. This music is goated. Holy shit. Whoa. What was that moon tattoo? Was that on his ankle? Does he have a moon tattoo? Hey, Frankie. Wow, the art style is really different. His fucking hair. That's great. It's perfect. Oh my god. Francoske. Franoske. Usopp! He's got a little frog on his head. Okay. Sandai Kutetsu? Ah. He's a good storyteller. Uh-huh. Wow. The way that the Straw Hats are speaking so far is very odd. Like, it's like they picked up the, you know, the vibe of Wano around them. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is he scamming people? He's just doing a magic show right now. Is it? Is this just a big scam, Usopp? Usohachi. Wait, is toad oil supposed to be like snake oil? Is this gonna be Robin? Oh my god. Is it? Oh my god. Orobi. A geisha, okay. Orobi. This is wild. It feels like there's been like a massive time skip, but it's just been the shortish amount of time that we've been on Whole Cake. He's drinking sake. Zoro Judo, a Ronin. This is crazy. This is like watching a spin-off. Like it feels like a different show. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be Zoro fighting a villain swordsman, but this doesn't count from the bingo. It needs to be like a big one. Oh shit. Oh. What the fuck? The sounds. Is this the local law enforcement? Oh my god. This might count for the bingo though. Oh my god. Oh. They all keep thinking about their role. Orochi. So don't draw attention to yourself. So don't start any fights or anything. Okay. So you can't go off on these guys. You have to let yourself be captured. Okay. The vibe of this episode is crazy to me. Arigato-san! Yep. But he did well not making a fuss about it. Like, it wasn't really his fault at all. Except for carrying around swords, I guess. What the fuck is this? Wow! That was awesome! Oh! That's fucking incredible! That's the best! Don't do anything to his swords. Oh my god. This is insane. Yep. Your special sword. Or one of your special swords. Yeah, I was gonna say, you think he'd... Okay, that's what you think happened. I was like, you think he was grave robbing at like what? -1 years old or something? I don't know how old Zoro is, but... Well, what the fuck's he gonna do now? Commit seppuku just for the plan? But I will fight with it. Oh my god. Why does it say skip credits on scene? Is this the end of the episode? No way. It's not the end of the episode, so why did they say skip credits on scene? Oh my god. Farewell. I hope his abs are too strong and it just snaps the blade. Oh my god. Oh, the music's so good though. What's he gonna do? This woman's gotta be important. Her hair's too nice. Oh? Oh? Was he actually gonna do it if he didn't smell blood here? Oh, you're the slasher? Oh, I didn't even see that coming. Whoa. Whoa! Holy shit, dude! How do you prove this, though? Oh, wow. At least he's alive. Is everyone dead? Yeah, the Straw Hat's okay. What about your friends? Oh, Jesus, Sonny. Frank, you have to do some repairs, I think. Oh my god, the music! Oh my god. I mean, Zoro, this isn't your fault. Whoa! Hold on! The animation! Oh! Holy shit, dude! Oh, yeah. Oh! What the fuck is going on? Oh my god! Wow, insane. Well, that episode was fucking wild. That was such a... I'm using this as a compliment. Such a strange episode. Because... And I'm just writing down the episode number on my thing, because I forgot to do that. But, like, it had such a unique vibe to it. What an introduction to the arc. Like, I would consider this to be, like, the full, like, introduction to the arc. And what an introduction it is. It did a great job at, like, showing off, you know, what the different Straw Hats are up to. But what it immediately did was, like, changed the tone of the show. Like, it was amazing. Like, did they... I think they changed, like, lead series directors around this point in the show. Is that true? Because if so, you can feel it. You can feel, like, a huge difference. And I kind of love it. Like, the idea of, okay, we're going into this, like, massive, important arc. Let's just, like, do it, like, just fully lean into it, you know? Like, let's make this a historic moment. In the same way that when you do a time skip, like when they did the time skip, like, you know, everything felt like it changed. It felt like a different show post time skip. They've done that again here. They've made Wano feel like a different show. And I think that's really cool. Like, they've changed the art style, which it's like, I can't even tell you, like, do I like the art style right now more necessarily? No, but do I think it is perfect for this point in the show? Yes. Like, I think I like it more for what they're going for, you know? Like, I don't... It's an art style that I think I would like a little less if the entire show was this. But for them to start it here, you know, 900 episodes into the show, it's a really cool idea. And some of these, like, character designs are awesome. I mean, there's stuff I didn't have time to react to, but oh man, Nico Robin was like, like, look at Nico Robin right now. She's gorgeous. You know what? Like, it's possible I've seen Nico Robin look like this, but because I know I've got this Nami badge, I know what Nami looks like in Wano, right? But with Nico Robin, I didn't know what she looked like in Wano, and I feel like it's possible I've seen a screenshot of her here, and I didn't know it was Nico Robin. I think it's very possible I thought that was a completely different character. But yeah, she looks very pretty. I like it. I'm really enjoying that. And I mean, yeah, I just like the way that they, like, structured this episode. The music and the sound design of this episode was crazy. And by the way, I think I didn't catch the I'm not gonna count the Zoro fight swordsman villain bingo. Like, I don't think that counts, because to me that like that's not it's not close enough, you know. Like that's not really what I meant when I wrote fight swordsman villain. I mean, like, it's like a big villain of the arc who is also a swordsman and Zoro's fighting him. But the local law enforcement tried to detain us. That happened right away. I think we gotta count that. Hold on. Okay, so for the local law enforcement trying to detain us, I shall change it. There we go. So we have one, we're one part of the way there. I put the little arrest lantern on there to mark it. I might do like a different marker for each one. But yeah, there you go. We're one step of the way there. I don't think anything else here happened. I mean, Usopp pulled off what I think was a lie, but it's not to Kaido or important crew. And yeah, I mean, I don't think anything else major has happened yet, which is good. I don't want to get like a bunch of stuff in the first few episodes, honestly. I would like for it to be spread out a bit. We didn't see Nami fully naked in this episode, which is a shame, but we'll get there. That one's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, that's gonna happen at some point. So yeah, that's the bingo card update, which it's exciting. It's exciting. Oh, by the way, before I continue with this, I just remembered, and I thought about this because I was thinking about Carrot being still in the show. I believe I can look at that One Piece jumper that I have now. So if you don't know, I have a One Piece jumper that the back of it had characters and stuff on it. And I had purposefully not looked at it. I think I know Carrot is on there. Other than that, I don't know what's on the back of that jumper. And I've like purposefully tried not to look at it for a while, but I've showed it to the camera a few times, and people generally said after the Whole Cake Island, like somewhere after Whole Cake Island, you should be able to look at it. And so now that we're like fully definitely in the WANO arc, I think I can look at it now. So where is it? Will I be able to find it? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so One Piece jumper. And the back is... Oh, shit. Hang on. Let me get a good look at it, and then I'll show it back to you guys again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's full, like, Whole Cake Island shit. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, okay, so it's like the... It's kind of like the Big Mom assassination crew. Whoa, okay. I didn't think that's what it would be. Like, I remembered Carrot being there. And I kind of remembered seeing something big and green in the background, but now I see that's Brook's soul. That's Soul King. But yeah, like, I didn't think, oh my god, Broly's there? Because they're, like, holding Broly? Yeah, this is the Big Mom assassination crew. Interesting. Like, I thought what it would be, like, you know, I thought, like, okay, Whole Cake Island, it'll be the Straw Hats, and then maybe it'll be, like, Big Mom in the background, and some of Big Mom's generals or whatever in front. But I didn't realize. Wow. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm glad I have that. It's a bit of a deep cut, like a very specific jumper, to be honest. Like, it's from just such a specific point in the show. Like, not only the Whole Cake Island arc, but it's like specifically from the Tea Party part of that arc. Crazy. Yeah, so yeah, like Zoro in this episode, you know, getting captured for being the slasher, it's not his fault. I kind of appreciate that they're getting into trouble, but it's not because Zoro's an idiot. Like, Zoro, like, yeah, he's carrying around all these swords and stuff when there's a slasher around. Like, maybe it's a little reckless or whatever, but it's like, this is, you know, it's a land of samurai or whatever. Like, it's not crazy that he's carrying around swords. And they did just jump to conclusions and try to frame it on him. And now we see, like, the reason they did that was because it was, like, the slasher is the guy who is, like, in charge of making these decisions. He wanted to frame Zoro, so it makes sense. But really cool introduction to that. And then really badass fight scene with Zoro fighting all those guys. Like, the animation was great, and that makes me so excited because it makes me think, like, people have said like Wano's where there's some really good animation, and like I feel like that was just a taste. But honestly, like if we're to expect some animation like that a bit more consistently in this show, I mean, it's going to elevate this show a fuck ton. I think like a lot. One Piece has had like sections of the show that have like really great animation, but I think I said back in Whole Cake Island, like it doesn't tend to have like these like moments where there's a clear huge animation switch up and it looks fucking incredible. Sakuga, like, you know, in ways that other shows like, and I've used the example of like My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, like those shows do that very specifically. I'm not saying that the quality of those shows necessarily is you know as much as the quality of One Piece, even though I do think like MHA to me is like one of my favorite shows ever. But that they definitely, like, undoubtedly, when people talk about those shows, if they don't like them, they generally say like all they've got going for them is amazing animation. So it's like everyone acknowledges generally that the shows look incredible. So yeah, if like One Piece is getting to do shit like that, whew, I'm fucking excited. Just looking at my notes. I have a lot of notes, but they're mostly just the names of the Straw Hats that we're being introduced to, their new names. So yeah, I think we just move on, but I can't believe it. We have 2 more episodes to do in this video, so let's move on to episode 893 of One Piece. Here we go. I don't know how many OPs there are that, like, on my first listen, I am kind of blown away by them. But this song's so good. I just love like the horns and shit in the background. They're so good. And I mean, this just feels so One Piece. Like, I've liked superpowers and stuff, but it's not like they've necessarily felt One Piece. But this feels One Piece. Okay. Recap Rubik's, I think? I can't tell if this is recap. Yeah, I think it is. But is a recap always gonna have this music in the background? It's kind of cool. Okay, I believe this is the end of the recap. That's how far I got. I don't think I'd call that a dog. I think it's more like a you know, traditional dragon type look. Oh my god. Oh my god, monkeys with swords. A baboon. Wow. Okay. Oh, I saw a versus there. This episode is gonna be called I don't know. Luffy vs Baboon. A Wano battle. But I don't want to fight animals. There's so much cool culture going on in Wano right now. Man, the direction is beautiful though. Like, the show genuinely has taken a clear step up. Finding your crew? This music. Oh, there you go. Well done, Sanji. Oh, yeah, you gotta take Chopper as well. Oh. What the fuck? Nice. Can you just run on the water, Brooke? That's what I was saying. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. Carrot's happy. Nice. Okay, so they all got out of there. And then did you try to gum rocket? Oh yeah, it's kind of sad having to just leave the Sunny. Whoa, you're swinging? Oh shit. So he forced you to go down with the ship. Shit. Good question. I don't know. Shit! That's not good. Well, he was already like sentenced to death. Is he gonna be able to prove his guilt? Zoro, can you at least try to defend yourself? Like, verbally? He's all slash first. Oh my god! Oh my god! That looks so cool. God damn, dude. What's happening here? Are they kidnapping a kid? The Kozuku clan, ah. Komachio. Who are you? Looks like Hawkins. Observation Haki? Observation Haki? Yep, yep. Oh, these scenes are so sick. So cool. I can't wait to see like Nami's. Oh, that's so sick! It had like the Katakuri glint in his eye. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. It might be Basil Hawkins. Oh. Nice, saved the girl. Oh my god, he is gonna have to fight the baboon. Oh! Oh my god, just gotta conquer his Haki, knock him out? Or pacify him at least. Yeah, because with animals you can like pacify them with Conqueror's Haki, right? Yep, that's what he did. There you go. He's trained him. Oh, yes, girl. Hell yeah. Hit him again. Luffy, this girl's got fight. You gotta save her. Hell yeah. Aww. He's like, I wasn't gonna punch you. Otoma. Is that her name? Otoma. Let's do it. What the fuck? She made a marble out of her cheek. She's got a devil fruit? Oh, it's like, it's Dungo. Like, is it the Dungo fruit? I hate that everyone thinks Sora is a slasher. Yeah, of course it would sound ridiculous. Listen to the voice Robin's doing. Yeah, no, I'm just so scared of the slasher. That's why I was looking. Just the surprised Pikachu face. This isn't Zoro's fault. I mean, I wish he spoke up a little more, but I doubt he would have been able to convince him anyway. The way he's stretching his nose. Then he made this guy cry. I like that. And you got a pretty iconic look. Ah, hey! Aw, she's cute. Yes, good throw. Oh. You've trained him. Is that what the Dungo does? Can she tame animals by feeding them? This is cute. Looks like it. She's wearing like a kimono and everything. There you go. Goody. Yeah. When you helped her. We already have Choniki. You might as well be Aniki. That's really cute. Aww. That was nice. We initially saw like a big dog creature fighting a big baboon. I was like, okay, I'm not interested in this. I don't care about this part of the storyline. But it led to us like meeting, this this girl who I feel like I'm gonna get very attached to. It's already a very cute relationship going on. So it was all worth it. It was great. Yeah, that was a good first episode. First episode? I don't know why I said well, it's the first episode that I'm doing in this current session. As you can see, my clothes changed. So yeah, I think it was very, very cute episode. I'm really enjoying the change in art style and direction and everything. I think it's a really cool shift. And I was thinking about it today, and it really must be like, this is the show having a distinct crazy change in style to establish to everyone like, hey, this is a long arc, and this is what the show is going to look like for a while. Like, we've chosen this style, and we're going to stick with it. Because the WANO arc was on for like 5 years or something, wasn't it? Like 4 or 5 years? It was a long arc. So, obviously for me, I'm probably going to be watching it for like 6 months or something, if I had to guess. 5 months, maybe. So it'll still be like a long time for me, but it's not going to be like nearly as long for me as it was for the people watching it as it came out. But it definitely was like a very distinct change up. And I think it was like, they're very purposefully going like, look, this is supposed to feel... Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. This is supposed to feel like a very different, distinct point in the show. Like, this is supposed to stand out. I actually kind of feel like while I'm watching these, like I'm watching one of the One Piece movies, which is a big compliment, because it's me saying that I feel like not only does it just feel different and that makes it feel like a movie, but also that the quality of animation just feels in general like it's more like a film budget. Now, obviously, these are the opening episodes of the arc. Generally, I feel like you'd put the main, cool animation in the opening episodes, and then you'd like chill out a bit for a while. And then in the climax of the arc, you'd put like your crazy animation. So I'm anticipating to like that the middle of the arc like isn't gonna be quite as much of this like really nice animation, but you know, I'm excited that like this is the new level we're at right now. That's really cool. And I mean, it's not like One Piece doesn't deserve it. This show, if anything, deserves to have like budget thrown in it because it's been on for so long and it deserves high tier animation. And it's also, it's not like, you know, there are shows that have been on for so long, but also the animation, like, I don't feel like is super necessary. Like, I doubt, I don't know this for sure, I doubt Doraemon viewers really care too much about if the animation is, like, great or not in an episode. Like, I think they'd care if it was bad. Like, if it was bad, they'd be like, that animation was kind of shit. But for the most part, I think it's like, if you're watching a show like Doraemon, you want to, you know, come in and watch the silly antics happen and then clock out. And it doesn't really matter, you know? Like, I don't care that much how the animation of Phineas and Ferb is, you know? Like, I like when there's like, and I mean, I say that like I watch Phineas and Ferb. I did when I was younger. But I'm trying to think of like a reference that I feel like a decent amount of people would get. But like, you know, it's just supposed to be like a fun show, but I'm not like looking to be blown away by the animation, right? But a show like One Piece is a show that's extremely long, but it has such a story progression and has like all this action and all of this crazy stuff that like it benefits greatly from increases in animation, like greatly. And it really, really stands out. So I really enjoy what they've been doing with this so far. I dropped my pen, but that's okay. By the way, the mid-cards, the eye catches in these episodes is so cool. It's up there with my favorite mid-cards. Like, I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I'm hiccuping a lot. And if I think of the mid-cards, right, we've got the classic wanted posters. We've got the ones where it's like an eyeglass looking at the characters and they like do some pose with the eyeglass and then it pans to something about them. Then there were like different wanted poster ones. Then there was the one with all the straw hats like running past the camera. There was that one that was very cute. And then they kind of went back to wanted poster ones, right? I think I missed one or two in the middle there, but like those are the main eye catches that I can think of. And I think this one has the potential to be some of my favorite because it's got like a cool vibe. It's well animated. I think it depends what the other characters' eye catches will look like. So we've only seen Luffy's and Zoro so far. But let me go to it real quick. Where is it? Where was the midpoint of the episode, huh? Where was it? Was that it? I think I just saw it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so the initial eye catch. This is the initial picture that we've got. And then it does the Zoro thing, and it has this picture here, which that's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that. I like it. It's very cool. And you got that big Kaido in the background. That's sick. Man, Robin's gonna look like that the whole arc, huh? Like, she's probably gonna look like that the whole arc, which is very cool. I'm just extremely excited for Nami's version of this eye catch. We've only seen Luffy's and Zoro's. I mean, I'm kind of excited for all of them. But yeah, like, since Zoro's and Luffy's have both been action shots, it makes me curious. Like, I can kind of imagine what Sanji's might be. And the other ones, I'm not actually sure. Like, I can imagine Sanji, like what I think Sanji's would be. Chopper, I don't know. He might have like a cool transformation. Brook might be him playing guitar or something. Or like even if it's not guitar, him playing like a traditional Japanese instrument of some sort. I feel like Nami's is gonna be like her using lightning. Usopp, I can kind of imagine him like shooting something at the camera. Frankie might do a Frankie beam into the camera or something. And then Robin, maybe Robin will just be like a traditional dance or something. Like if she's gonna be wearing this getup and they're going for like deep into this style, and also her fighting style is kind of like elegant. I feel like I could see hers just being kind of like a dance with her hands floating in the background or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, I just really love it. But yeah, so far I like Otama. She's cute, and I like what they're setting up here. I think we're just going to move on to the next episode and the final episode we're doing in this video. Remember, we're doing the final episode and then we're doing the One Piece song reaction at the end of the video as well. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But let's jump into this. This is episode, what is it? 894 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Oh, cute. That's how far I got in the cube. Yeah, she feels indebted to you. He's taking the responsibility. I'm gonna get very attached to this girl. Why are we seeing Ace? Why are we seing Ace? What? I don't even know what to guess for this episode. He's not dead? Ace returns. That's what the episode's called. Aww. Aww. That's nice. He's apologizing. And then he said the Kozuku clan will come for them, right? Yeah. The animation of her jumping up and down. Oh, and where's the nearest meat? I mean, we could eat the baboon. Nice. Okay, cool. Sunny's held up somewhere. Do you have a family that can feed us? She's very cute. Hihimaru? Yep, okay, that's the name of the baboon now. Makes sense. Oh man, they're getting me attached to her so much already. There's no more village anymore? Bewitching. Cool! Hell yeah! So are you being trained by a ninja then? Your master's a ninja? Look at this, like, style. Like, the border around this is really cool. Yeah, it's a kind of shitty place. You made the perfect rice. Her eyes are just full of wonder. Oh my god, that's a lot of rice. I guess it's just a lot because she put it in a small bowl. That's probably just, you know, 3 people serving of rice, maybe 2 people. Yeah, I was wondering that. Okay, do you fast for long periods of time then? This is the sound effect she's making. He's trying not to make her feel bad.
Oh, she's very hungry too. She could have just given him all of her food and now she's gonna starve. Is this the master coming back? The master, like, what if the master is... Well, never mind. Oh, it's one of these masks. It's like Demon Slayer. Luffy might be fighting a motherfucker right now. Uh-oh. Hi, I'm friends with... It's so funny how that's the only way they recognize Usopp. She invited me. Oh no. Oh. It's surely okay to be hungry, girl. Because I saved her life? Right. That sucks. So I mean, asking for seconds was like super disrespectful. It's like he really did eat all they had. And then was like, give me more. Jesus. Wait, oh no! Oh no! It's her birthday rice! And she just gave it away! What a sweet girl! Oh, that makes me really sad. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, get her to a doctor. Get her to chopper. Oh fuck, polluted water, okay. Yeah. She's waiting here? Is it someone from the Kozuki clan? Ace? She's waiting for Ace? What? I mean, my girl, he's not coming back. I wish I could say he is. Sabo could come. He's dead. Oh, you're not saying that yet. Speaking of brother, he's mine. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh my god. He died in my arms, so I would know. Oh, this poor girl. Oh. That's heartbreaking, man. Gotta get her some food. Get her some Sanji. It might have been a bad time to tell her. I mean, she needed to know eventually, but... There, that's what I'm saying. You should have sorted out her hunger first. Yep. You should also probably say that you're Ace's brother. Hitetsu. Okay. What?
Hang on. What did that say? A beautiful doll collector? Ah, DS Drake, yeah. So DS Drake is on Kaido's team? I don't remember if we knew that. That sucks. I can't believe we're getting new Ace Law. Damn, took all their food. Aww. Why does that kid in the back get a huge fucking thing? And he's probably like, was it good? This is really nice. Oh, this is so sad. Fuck, man. Oh, it's nice that Luffy gets to hear more inspiring stories about Ace, though. Man. Is this Basil Hawkins? It is! Holy shit. I'm excited about this. I like Basil Hawkins a lot. Cool. Man, what a great episode. Oh. Yeah, I really liked that. I'm excited that we're gonna get some Basil Hawkins stuff. He was one of my favorites of the supernovas, you know, of the worst generation when they were initially shown. I think it was like my favorites that I saw were obviously Bonnie, Basil Hawkins, and Law. Yeah, I think they were my favorites. There was just something about Basil Hawkins that I thought was very cool, and now I'm, you know, extra finding him cool. I mean, I'm worried if he works for Kaido. That's nerve-wracking, but it's cool, you know. Like last arc, we got some Beji, and I went from not caring about Beji really that much to Beji being like a really awesome character that I loved. So, I'm hoping, like, I'm starting with Basil Hawkins. Like, I'm at a place of like, I really like Basil Hawkins, so I'm hoping that sort of goes up. And we also have DS Drake was shown in this episode as well, which I don't have a crazy connection with him, but he always seemed cool. So I'm curious about him as well. But yeah, this was so great. I mean, seeing that Ace flashback where Ace is helping her, I'm really scared because Otama is Oda's like crying machine. Like in terms of he wants to make me cry. He's introduced this character that I feel like could make me cry every episode if he wanted to, you know, like if Oda wanted to do that, he really could. It's the exact sort of character that I feel protective of immediately, and man, the Ace stuff was getting me as well, right? Like the Ace stuff is the stuff that had like actual tears fall, but like what I think hurt my heart the most in this episode was that the rice that they ate was like her birthday rice. Now that just, to me, it really like, because when she was making the rice, she cooked it and then it opened up and she looked at it and she went, oh, you know, like, look, it's done. And I think, I don't know if I said it out loud or if I just thought it, but at that time I was like, wow, she's kind of easily impressed by everything, you know? Like I said or thought something along the lines of like, she, you know, like these are like mundane things, but she's just such a positive, you know, ball of light that everything seems amazing. But that was before I got the context. She has rice, what, twice a year, I think they said? So... so it's like, it's really a huge big deal to her, where she has to eat shit all year, that, like, rice is, like, is a luxurious meal that she looks forward to constantly. And then she was so appreciative to Luffy that she gave it to him with no intention of telling him that the rice was anything special. It was just like, oh, you're hungry? Okay, you can eat this rice. And like also making the excuse of like, but I'm a ninja, so I shouldn't be eating right now, you know? Like, oh. It's so sweet, but it's so sad. I hope Luffy takes her to the main city and they like fucking feast, and they really, really feast on I mean, I want Sanji to feed her, you know? Feed her the best thing ever. I'm so attached to this character in like 2 episodes. So yeah, I love her. I don't want anything to happen to her. Looking at my notes. Oh, Ace got them food. I did that. Ate everything. Ninja in training. I mean, yeah, they got the polluted water from Kaido storyline as well. So like, so yeah, I mean, Kaido's fucked this land up. Like I was wondering kind of what the vibe would be with this land. I kind of thought it would be like Kaido would be I don't know, like a force that was actually helping this land run, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It seems like he's fucking up this land, you know? So it's like the only, I think they said basically like the only place that still has any sort of, you know, functioning society and everything is like the capital city, and everything else around it is just fucked up because Kaido has just ravaged all of it, and is having his men run everything there. So so yeah, that's like that. It's a really easy way to make this villain like it will be a really good thing when we defeat him, you know? Like a lot of the time when Luffy takes out a big villain, there's this celebration of like, hooray, you know, like he was able to save these people. And actually something that's interesting is that kind of makes Whole Cake Island's ending make a bit more sense to me, in that, like, you know, we did all of Whole Cake Island, but we never ended up beating Big Mom, right? And like I understand why, but at the same time there's like a little bit of strangeness of like, a lot of the time, you know, there is like the main villain of the arc that we do end up beating by the end of the arc. But in this one, it's like the villain was still around and we just left. We just left her there, you know? And that was kind of crazy. But now, like, what I'm thinking about is like, well, if we beat her in Whole Cake Island, we're not really like doing anything. I mean, no, we're not doing much good for Whole Cake Island necessarily, because it seems like Big Mom's family do mostly love her, and the citizens there seem to be living kind of happy lives that Big Mom is helping to make at least somewhat happy, you know? Like, now, I'm not saying it's great, it's like there's a lot wrong with the place she's running, and I do think if Big Mom is taken out, then eventually that all of those places will be better overall for it. I feel like over time, after, you know, 10 years of rebuilding, it will be a better place. But like an immediate result of it probably wouldn't be that much of a celebration. It wouldn't be like, yay, we're free. I think it would be like, holy shit, Big Mom's dead. What do we do now? Like, everyone would be panicking and freaking out, I feel like. Whereas, like, when we beat Doflamingo and Dressrosa, it's like, yay, we did it, you know? When we beat Crocodile and Alabasta, it's like, yay, you know? All these places, when we're beating the big boss, it's like you're freeing a whole lot of people, you know? Even Punk Hazard, you know? You beat Caesar Clown, you free all of these kids, they get to go home. But on Whole Cake Island, it's like, if you beat these people, you just have... most of the people who are going to be reacting to it are Big Mom's family, who are going to be like, oh my god, you just killed my mom. So it's like, that's a very different vibe. So yeah, I think it's just like really interesting. Like now that we're back to that format of like, if we beat Kaido in this arc, it's going to be like, yay, people are free. And now that we're back to it, it makes me realize how strange Whole Cake Island was in that regard. But yeah, anyway, these 5 episodes were awesome. Were really, really awesome. I can't believe, 1, we're in Wano, and 2, how good Wano is so far. I'm really keen to watch more. But we're not done the video yet. Even though we've watched the 5 episodes, we've got a reaction to a song that we're gonna be doing. And if I am not mistaken, the song we're doing today is the Nami song. So as if this wasn't an incredible enough video, this video has already been a video with 5 episodes in it, with a bingo card in it, with a lot of other crazy shit going on. And to top it all off, we're doing our first Nami song at the end of this video. So let's jump to it. Here we go. Okay. Smile for freedom. It makes sense because of like slavery and stuff. Oh, I'm so happy. Makes sense she's singing about a map or using a metaphor of a map. Hell yeah. Aww. This is a cute song. I love it. I love it. The tangerines in the windmill. I really like the chorus. I love her hitting that note as well. It's really nice. I just feel so warm right now. My heart feels so warm. Cool little guitar solo here. I love the Jane as well. It's cute. Aww. I mean, I could have watched that for, like, I could have watched that for 40 minutes, honestly. Like, I wouldn't have reacted much. I would have just been, like, chilling out to it. But it's so comforting. I love her voice. And it's just really nice. Like, and the chorus of that was great. It was so simple. It was such a simple song, and it was, I mean, really cute lyrics, really adorable lyrics. That I've been really impressed that like each song has felt so true to the character. I'm really enjoying that about it. But yeah, like having hers be like, you know, smiling through all of this and actually getting to be free, you know, and sailing the seas with your friends and stuff, like. Just adorable. But yeah, man, I love her voice. I would love to hear Lucy Christian, who does the English dub of Nami. I'd love to hear her do an English cover of that song. I know that's a huge long shot, but I would love that. I think that would be awesome. Anyway, amazing. We did it. We did the first Wano video. This is a big video. There was a lot in it. I don't know how long it will be total, but I don't think it'll necessarily be that much longer than my regular video on this channel, but I guess we'll see. But it was, I mean, it felt quite big, and I'm really excited. Wano had a killer start. I'm kind of shocked at how killer a start it was, and if it has that sort of quality throughout the arc or higher, then we're in for a fucking treat. We're in for a real treat. So yeah, I can't wait. That's One Piece, guys. Episodes whatever to whatever. I don't have it up in front of me anymore. But thanks for watching. Support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos, and you can get the next 3 or 4 weeks of videos, of One Piece videos on there right now, which means you oh my god, you're gonna have so much Wano content to watch right now if you join my Patreon now. You can also join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos, so you get 2 extra videos of Wano right now. That's like 8 episodes. I'd say that's worth it. So yeah, go check that out. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.